from both book advances and Bill Clinton's speeches, now approximately $200,000 per speech. Charles.
Look, it's always a mistake to talk about struggling to meet the mortgages for the houses in the plural. I mean, that in and of itself is a mistake. You don't use plural. And if you're going to have a plural, you don't say struggling. The hypocrisy here is, of course, if it's a Republican who has more than one house, including John McCain, who is not extravagantly rich on the scale of, say, a Romney, that became a big deal for Democrats. And obviously they're going to sort of poo-poo it in the case of the Clintons. But it seems to me that the problem here is not this particular gaffe, or that if you're that rich, you're that well off, you have trouble running as a Democrat, or you can't speak about income inequality. It's ridiculous. FDR talked about income inequality and talked against his own class, if you like, what's called a class traitor. The problem with Hillary Clinton that you see in this is her it's sort of intrinsic insincerity. She is continually crafting what she says, crafting what her position is going to be, crafting her conduct to meet a certain perception. And when you do that day in and day out, either on a book tour or a campaign trail or anywhere in public office, you trip up because you can't remember the last confection, the last creation of yourself that you put together. Contrasted with a Ronald Reagan, who knew who he was. He didn't have to think twice if he was asked about any issue when he spoke, and he got it right because he was sincere in that way. Does anybody really know what she really thinks about a dozen issues? I don't know, but you see it in that. She's always creating herself, even in small ways that are entirely unnecessary.
Mars, we take a lot